Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, this is Dave with Redneckanize Radio. Hope everybody's having a good old Sunday evening there, getting things started. Don't forget, hey, we got the Freedom Convoy going up and down the road. If everybody sounds confused about it, if you're following it on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, just understand that there's a lot of different convoys starting in different states. The big one that I know about, it started out there in California, and it's heading like, I think they're in Oklahoma now, and they're going to cut up and go up into like Indiana and Ohio and Illinois and that part like that. I think they're crossing through like St. Louis. I think they're going to go up 44 and then 70 across. I think that's what they're going to do, if I remember correctly. But they're supposed to be going across 70 in Ohio. That's what we know for sure. And so if anybody's got anything updated on that, we'd appreciate any kind of feedback you got on that. But also, like I said, we're keeping up with the Freedom Convoy going out there and talking about what that's going on. And you can call in 516-387-1733. You can follow us along. We're on YouTube Live. And we're also on Facebook Live. We appreciate everybody watching and joining in on that.
But anyhow,
yeah, I tell you what.
I mean that stuff with that truck convoy. I mean it's growing. It's growing big, man.
Yeah,
I mean they're coming from all over.
Yeah,
let's just see. You know, they want to be big boys, and Nancy wants to put her fence up around the Capitol again and block all the streets. Hey, they got determined down there in Texas that walls don't work. But why put them up? They don't work.
That's what I thought.
And if people want to get through that fence down there, what the hell do they think that chain link fence is going to do to a damn truck?
Well, now those fences that they're putting around the Capitol, I mean, those are supposed to be that high dollar extra heavy gauge chain link is what I heard. I don't know.
Uh-huh. And you really think it's going to stop a truck or a bunch of trucks or anybody that wants to do it? If they, National Guard, I hope they got. What's the National Guard going to do? I mean, National Guard, all they are anymore is no more than a bunch of rental cops.
Well,
they don't let them do. They won't let them do nothing.
Well, see, and that's the thing is that. But the one thing you can count on is that everybody in these convoys, everybody should be respectable because most people are.
They will be.
And what's that?
They will be.
They will be. That's right. And
they will be. They're trying. They've got city trucks and dump trucks and all their city equipment and everything. They're blocking all the streets around the Capitol so the trucks can't get in. Well, that's fine because their full intentions are they're going to plug the beltway up. They're going to plug the whole damn beltway up all the way around there. They ain't nobody going to be able to get in or out.
Right.
And you know damn well, everybody says, well, we're going to the Capitol. You know, nobody's going to be there. You know damn well when they know they're all coming in there ain't going to be a soul in D.C.
Yeah.
There ain't going to be nobody there but the Capitol Police and the National Guard. That's it. You know, Pelosi and all them idiots ain't going to stick out there. They're not going to hang there. They want to make a statement. They need to go to Delaware. That's where they'll find that little mealy-mouthed bastard. He ain't never in D.C. He's always in Delaware.
Yeah.
So why would they go to D.C.?
He spent this weekend in Delaware. You know, when Putin put his nukes in high alert, Biden's like, I'll be at the house. You know, it's like
Yeah. Yeah, he must have one hell of a damn bunker under in that basement of his house, man.
Well, you remember, if somebody comes up to his house in Delaware, he just fires a shotgun in the air, scares them off.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. So you got it all covered.
On the porch and pull his pants leg up and shows everybody his hairy legs. That'll fix him. That'll stop him.
Hey, corn pop. Well,
yeah.
Oh man.
No, it's getting big, man. I've been following it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm debating. I'm getting ready to roll here.
Yeah,
Trying to get everything done here when they come through and they start down there. Once I see them all coming through, I'm gonna fall in with them. I think for a little while.
Yeah, well, you know, I posted a couple of times in some other groups and some of the local motorcycle groups here, and one guy was like, well, I mean, didn't they leave from California already? I mean, how long does it take to get to Washington D.C.? I said, dude, man, they're rolling slow. I said, they're taking their time. They're picking up people as they go. The traffic's moving slow. They stop a lot because a lot of people are standing there. Did you see in Amarillo, people were sitting in the grass along the road, like, you know, just waving at them and holding their flags up because the trucks were moving down the highway.
Oklahoma gave them escorts, police escorts. So out in Oklahoma, the Navajo Nation, you know, they said prayers for them out there and everything, you know, the Navajos. And, you know, then they get over and everything's good. Missouri, everybody, they've had their utmost support from every place coming across.
Yep.
Until they got to Illinois. They get to Illinois, and of course, them assholes over there, them liberal bastards over there, state police told them they ain't welcome in Illinois. Well, tough shit.
Yeah.
You know, as long as they drive the minimum speed limit and they keep safe distance off of each other, there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Right. Because here's what happened is 24 hours ago, a news article got posted on the NBC5 Chicago. It says Illinois police warn of trucking convoy causing traffic delays and potential crashes. And the articles went on to say that like you're saying, the state police was like, you know, it says police said officials are aware of the planned event along Illinois' interstate corridor until March 5th, cautioning those involved that the convoy could endanger the safety of the motoring public. It's like, how does it?
Oh, bullshit.
They're moving like at 40 miles an hour, and like you're saying, sometimes 50, but it's not like they're doing 90 through there like 1,000 screaming trucks like the convoy song goes. I mean, they're not going fast, and then I don't know. Sometimes I just think cops are stupid when they try to, just like I was talking about before about the government and government officials. Oh, it's about safety. It's not about safety. They're warning you because they don't want you to be part of it. They're telling people to stay home is what they're telling people. That's what they want. They don't want
right.
people.
Well, I got into it with a guy on Facebook a while ago. He made a comment about the convoy. He's running these mouths. I got 20 plus years of driving over the road out here, and all this whining about these drivers. You knew what you signed up for when you went into truck driving. I told him, I said, look, it ain't got nothing to do with the trucking regulations. This don't. There hasn't been one thing mentioned about trucking regulations on this. It's about the mandates and your freedoms.
Yeah,
I said it hasn't been nothing about the regulations, the trucking regulations. I said, so do your research. I said, find out what you're talking about before you start running your mouth. Chicken lollipop.
Well, and that's the thing is that I think it could be about everything. So what if somebody
right.
says, hey, I don't like it that I got to take a drug test, or I don't like it that I have to only drive 10 hours a day, and then the other guy says, you know what, I don't like it that I can't carry a firearm in Illinois in my car. What the hell's that? Why can't I have a firearm in my vehicle in Illinois loaded?
First of all, my opinion was a concealed carry permit or any carry permit. Show me. Yeah, I know. They're going to agree to disagree with me. But where in the Constitution does it say that you have the right to bear arms with a permit? Where did our forefathers put that in there that said you have the right to bear? It said you have the right to keep and bear arms. It don't say with a permit.
Exactly right. And
no. Where the hell did that come in at?
Yeah, it's people stoked fear with firearms. They said firearms are dangerous, and people are like, yeah, I don't like firearms. They're dangerous. I don't like firearms. And next thing you know, they're passing laws, and the courts have just agreed with them and just said, yeah, the state can do it, but the federal government can't, but the state can. And then they started passing the deal with the felony. They said, oh, if you got a felony, you can't have a firearm, and all that, regardless of whether or not you paid your debt. Hey, you did something wrong. You went to jail. You paid the debt. You're free and clear now. Nope, you still can't own a firearm. You still can't vote. That's to me that's a freedom.
Go back to the old West.
Yeah, that's their fear. Yeah. But the problem is just like we always say, an armed society is a polite society.
That's right. Are you going to go into a 7-Eleven? Are you going to go in there and rob that place if you think everybody in there might have a gun? No, hell no, you're not.
Exactly right. And that's why truck drivers are sitting ducks a lot because if an armed thief, if a guy wants to steal something and he's armed, whether it be a knife or a firearm, he knows certain trucks don't have firearms in them because he knows those companies don't allow the drivers to have firearms. So
I don't know, but he better be sure. He better make that sure positive. He better have. I don't know. He better have some kind of something because he better hope the hell he don't get a hold of the wrong one.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Right. No, you're right. And so
I know
if
one
he knows,
truck in particular, they come up there. Yeah. One truck in particular, they're going to get a surprise.
Well, you remember Jason's Law. Remember that the driver was from New York and he drove down to South Carolina and pulled into an abandoned gas station and he got shot because the guy wanted his money. Yeah. And it's like, well, you know what? If
they get $7 or $14 off of him or something like that,
yeah,
lost his life for that
right.
Bullshit.
Yep. And two things could have happened. Either he should have had access to more secure parking, which is a given. That's fine. But also maybe he should have been able to arm himself. Maybe he should have been able to say, hey, I'm going to fight back. And that's
look at right now. Look at how many of the scale houses that they've closed. Shut them down, closed them down.
Right.
And along not only was shut the scale houses down, but they closed the damn parking areas up so they can't even park in there.
Right.
Rest areas.
Yep. I hope I just hope it's a big turnout. I think the best we could hope for is that there are so many trucks in Washington D.C. that it just creates a whole traffic jam where nobody can get anything done. And what'll happen is that you're not going to really do anything until you can tick off all of the people that are trying to get to work or to,
right.
Especially downtown Washington D.C. If you can keep all those people from being able to get to their offices there in the government buildings, you're gonna cause some disturbance there, and that'd be a good thing. And that's all you really can hope for.
Now we're going to get blamed for all that stuff in Ukraine now, because they're going to, for the next thing, they're going to say, well, we wasn't allowed to get into into Capitol Hill, to where we could go on this stuff to get any help into Ukraine. So the American people, the truck drivers are they're the reason that stuff's going like it is in Ukraine. No.
I tell you what, the convoys would be the top of the story this week if it wasn't for Putin invading Ukraine. If he wasn't invading Ukraine, then they'd be talking about these convoys moving down the highway right now. That's what they'd be talking about. But
I think you need to dock this shit when they get down there. One of the things that needs to be, as well as the mandates and stuff, said they need to do something with that damn border and either shut that border down there, or the next damn stop that we're going to make, this damn convoy is going to be going down to the Mexican border down there.
Yeah.
And I bet we stop it.
Yeah.
Either you stop it or we're going to stop it.
Right. Yep. Line the trucks along the border right there. Yep. Yeah, because that's, not only is it people or any kind of like criminals, but it's drugs and it's weapons and everything.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
So yeah, it's just, they can't stop anything. I don't know what it is I don't know what it is they think. It's kind of like just like the fence going around the Capitol, or that.
Yeah.
Biden's like, oh, I'm not going to send any troops into Ukraine. And it's like, well, he's not sending troops down to the border to help out with the border patrol. So why would he send troops to Ukraine? He don't care about none of that.
See, on that, back to the convoy for a second. They went and come across, where the hell was it? One of the TAs out west, I guess. Kingman, Arizona.
Okay.
When they went into the TA out there, I guess the TA told them that they weren't welcome in there. They couldn't come in there. They wasn't going to deal with it. With the trucks and the traffic and everything. And basically, TA told them to go pound salt and get out of there.
Yeah. See, that ain't, well,
well. And they was raising hell about it. The drivers, and the convoy was raising hell about it. I'm thinking, no, don't worry, no. Just go in there and patronize them again. Yeah. And then they started, tailoring them. Well, when we get down to the truck show, we're going to go in there. We're going to have a talk with TA when we get truck show. You can go ahead and go in there and talk to them all you want to. They don't give a rat's ass.
They don't care. Yeah.
Typical TA.
I was going to say,
it's like, okay.
If you're going to stop in Kingman, why don't you go on? Well, see, if he's in the TA, okay, that's over there by where you go to Vegas, is on the south side of Kingman. But I was like, if the best place to stop, if you had a lot of trucks, the best place to stop would have been to go up the hill and stop over there at the Petro on top of the hill out there. That'd have been the best place to stop, because it's bigger. But the TA,
no.
Well, the Petro is the same company.
Patronize them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. To me, in my opinion, if you don't want me on my worst days, then you don't want me on my best day either.